not self-centered, I just want to project my voice. They're all short and quick. First one's untitled and it's old. What foreign soldier am I, whose strident foot doth walk this earth, with fleetest ease across the soil, through golden trees and silver leaves, through crystal water and brimstones boil? What cataclysm in thine brow, to show you how to travel thus within his world? That smiling cowl, that string in motion, that fifth realm or force, beyond even the archmage's soothsayer's reach. What doctrine shall you preach? What philosophy shall you teach? Next one's newer and formulaic. It's called Colorado, a Lament. I never saw that mountain stream where mountain fishes wed. I never saw the mountainside, its living watershed. I never saw the eagle soar in skies of airish blue. I never heard the eagle cry its loving call to you. I never heard John Denver wail his mournful freedom song. I never heard his wires tone and echo through the halls. I never spied a mountain man upon the brown bear's trail. I never sang a mountain song that told an olden tale. I never walked the grassy slopes tiered with morning dew. I never picked a mountain flower and brought it back to you. I never rode the river down through rapids to the falls. I never saw the aspen leaves transforming in the fall. I never tread that sacred ground perched so above the sea. I never rode across that lake that brought you back to me. I never breathed that mountain air, got Rocky Mountain high, and if I do, it'll never last, for I'll have to say goodbye. I never saw a trout run upstream through riffle and through run. I never watched the beaver build until his dam was done. I never saw the owl stoop upon its witless prey. I never heard the great elk call bidding by the day. I've never been to Colorado, no, haven't seen her there, where buffalo spiced the wind that roils in her hair. I've never been to Colorado, though I hope to get there soon, to see her eyes mirroring that Rocky Mountain moon. Next one is old. It's called From Afar. Only from afar do drunken shades find earthen form in nature. Does nether become light. Only from afar does racking pain mature into finer joy. Does truth become naked. Only from afar do chains show their pattern and freedom leave the room. This is called Skepticism and Animal Faith. Perceive, if you will, a roiling foam, quantum in color, nillish in form, blue, rolling and seeping as a thick mist in a smooth beachy breeze. Your perception is thus merely monadically, having its mystical experience in a moment of nothing, receding with slowest sloth like an irrational whirl with broken arms, spiraling like Nietzsche, ever backward, finer and finer, royal to ray, ray to line. Lines that now appear in themselves as essence, like a divinely shining polyhedral rolling on its fundamental axis of profundity. Now it shows you, now you see, but what can it be? This is newer and a little more traditional. A tree in Belmont. Once upon a time, many moons ago, a tree by a lake on an island there did grow. 'Twas here that two young lovers would go, and 'neath its shade their time would slow. For 'twixt these two eternity passed, but they could not know it would not last. That fate was sealed, the die was cast, that they'd end up each other's past. But long afore that sundering day, the two young lovers had made their way, through the mire and above the fray, to that spot where they would say, I love thee, and I love thee, evoking that greatest mystery that's bound up hearts and set them free since ere the dawn of history. Whereupon he drew a blade that bore in love within that glade. He raised it high, its edge displayed, to that tree by nature made. To all the world I do declare love undying for this maiden fair. The boy implored with feeling rare, as she gazed with tender stare, and there upon the bark he bade his blade in hand a mark be made, to etch their love in wood portrayed for all of time forever stayed. In due course the day would end, and with the world they'd again contend, with this, with that, with foe, with friend, eternity they'd need suspend. As fate would have, they'd ne'er return, despite how truly they might yearn. For age does surely candles burn, as memory fades, seasons turn. Until one day they finally parted. The boy was left in wilds uncharted. His soul was ill, his passions thwarted, so he'd return to where it started. To those woods that held the tree, for that mark he sought to see. Down winding path and o'er the lea, he'd quest and seek so doggedly. But alas, he'd not succeed, despite all effort, despite his need. Perhaps it had fallen back to seed, or from his mind its memory freed. Oh, tree in Belmont, where do you grow? After all this time I'm ne'er to know. Now what to do and whence to go, I would that time was again so slow. But perhaps within the wood, a rotting bough where a tree once stood, a womb for bud and vine and root, and flowers to bloom in nature good. Mayhaps one day a new tree'll grow, where some future lovers may one day go, their loving seeds there to sow, neath its shade their time to slow.